So in section 1 through 3, we are going to talk about a mixture of things related to kitchen math. So the first one here is a food budget. So it says that a budget is a plan for spending money. Many people plan on how much money they want to spend for food each week. They try to not to spend more than they have allowed for their budget. So if we think of a budget, it's just a plan on how you're going to spend your money based upon what income you think you're going to bring in and what expenses you think you have for the week. So here's an example. It says that Mary Rose's food budget is $175 per week. She spent $101. How much does she have left for the week? So, if you think about the fact, logically here, if we have $175 to spend, we have $101 that going out for food. How much does she have left? You're just going to subtract. So these are very simple problems. You're just really thinking on how is it something that comes off of the money you have, or is it part of the money that you have? So if you look at these first questions here, 1 through 4, just go ahead and read those over. I'd like to do a number 4 together. It says Mike and Lisa try not to spend more than $150 per week. So that, let's say, is their budget for food. They spent $84 on groceries and $23. Well, Mike spent $84 and Lisa spent $23. So they spent $107 on groceries. Then they went out for lunch together and they spent $30. So technically, they spent $137 on food of some sort. And then it says how much money do they have left for groceries or dining out. So you'll notice I've just kind of kept adding the food amounts together. So the 84, the 23, and the 30, that's a total of 137. And then we're going to take that off of our budgeted amount for food. And so then if you just subtract, there is $13 left. So as you do these problems, it just at the top of your paper put kitchen number 1 or food budget number 1, and then I should see 4 answers on your paper. Okay, and I want to see how you just set it up. So even if you don't, or even if you use a calculator, please just okay. Now the next one we're going to do is about a shopping list. So here we have a mixture of pieces of information. Okay, so we have this store with these prices we've picked, okay? So like orange juice is $2.19 and so on, okay? And the directions say, use the prices above and find the total cost of the items on each person's shopping list. You may need another sheet of paper to do the problems. The first one's done for you. So again, at the top of your paper, please write shopping list number 2. And the first problem is done. So let's look at Lisa's list and how they did it, okay? So there are 2 pizzas. So we're going to go up and find the cost for a pizza is $12.99. We're going to multiply it by 2 to get the total cost for the pizza. Okay. Now, if you want to put into your calculator 2 times $12.99 and just write down the $25.98, fine. And then they only bought 1 box of cereal, so it's that cereal is up here, $6.99. And then 2 dozen eggs. Each dozen is, if you look up on the list, a dozen's $3.99, so just double it. And then cheese was $8.95 each, right here. And so just double that. And then you total it up. That's the total spend. So I should expect to see 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your paper where you are just finding the amount that they are spending. So you can make a little column of how much it is each. And then, like here, Jill needs 2 of those, so multiply the orange juice price by 2, noodles by 2, pork chops by 6, and yogurt by 12. And then, what's her total cost, okay? And then the last page you're going to do together, together in this is shopping list number 3. So here it says that the below is a list of food and prices, And they've used some abbreviations. Kilogram is kg, liter is a capital L, and then dozen, remember, is 12. Okay. So this is the price for a kilogram of cheese, $7.88. A kilogram of tomatoes is $3.89. A kilogram of bananas is $2.89. A liter of milk is $2.49. A loaf of bread is $3.79, and so on. So here's a price just written as in a different way. This is called a unit price. So these are the unit prices. How much it is per 1 unit. And the unit's different. If it's eggs, it's a dozen. That's a unit. If it's milk in this particular application, it's liters. Okay. So it says Jack has $65 for grocery shopping. Calculate the total amount of shopping list below, and does he have enough money? So like the first one here is done for you. So, just, you don't have to recreate the chart perfectly, but if you could make, 4 little columns, and especially I need these two to show up on your paper. And you're just going to look here. He bought 2 kilograms of tomatoes. If they're $3.89 each, if you multiply by 2, his total is $7.78. Now what a running total is, I want to do the second one with you, and that will kind of explain what a running total is. So 2 kilograms of oranges, if they're $5.99 per kilogram, we multiply by 2, we get the total then, it would be $11.98. And what the running total is we have to add $11.98 to the total that we had before. And so $11.98 plus the $7.78 we've already allotted is a running total of $19.76. So you're just going to keep adding on as you go. So that is shopping list number 3. So please, that's what you're going to do in class today. There you go. Thanks.